ranking every nerd episode 209, Aladdin Deck Enhancer. You guys knew this was coming. First thing I noticed, this shitty James is 21 minutes long. Would an episode about an NES add-on be worth this much time? Oh, for fuck's sake. Fred fucks, yeah. Our favorite Tony sets up the parody.
Did somebody say Aladdin?
Oh, are these all the games here?
Yes, nerd. It's a whole new world of gaming.
Oh god, what does this add to the episode? Are we really going to come in that hard, playing on the idea that this Aladdin shares the same name with this one? Have we really sunk this low? Okay, I guess it was never high art. About 3 minutes in, and I'm expecting to see how the deck enhancer works. Instead, he does a joke where he buys a Micro Machine game only to get a thermos with wah wah. It's also Aladdin. It activates a genie, which gives us this creepy thing.
Since you freed me, I'm gonna grant you some wishes, nerd.
This review's getting pretty fucky.
Yeah. Now, if he's going to do an Aladdin parody, a movie where you're flying in an open-world magic carpet of Arabian wonder, it doesn't really work with middle-aged men cooped up in a tiny room playing pretend, or when your writing just sucks. Like, for no reason at all, he tells the genie,
well then I wish for you to go swimming in a septic tank!
When the genie was just granting him wishes. Like, why? The nerd was a character who was frustrated for actual reasons, however trivial. That's what made it funny and relatable. Getting angry at a genie who's done nothing but grant you wishes just makes him a sociopath. I can't relate. I actually was entertained when he got back to some of the gaming content.
He has 2 of them? Nobody has 2! Who would own multiple copies of something that shitty?
I thought that was funny, but then I get bangers like,
Pet Fluffle? What's a Fluffle?
I'll say it's the fluff that goes into an episode when you pad it with nonsense to get your watch time high on YouTube. Somehow, the less he has to say, the longer these episodes are. You know what really gets me? Is that a third-party add-on to enhance NES games like the 32X did for Genesis sounds like it has a really interesting backstory. And instead of giving us an episode like Sega CD or 32X, he gives us Tony shitting on the toilet. You would think that all this padding was because there weren't many games or much to say about them. Instead, it was the worst combination. There were a bunch of games with nothing interesting to say about them. After about 15 minutes, we get the punchline of the whole episode provided by the gaming historian.
This is all just marketing hype. The Aladdin Deck Enhancer is no different than a standard Camerica cartridge.
But there's no payoff because he gives us zero narrative tension about, say, if in the beginning he purchased the enhancer and then got all excited about it before meeting his disappointment. Instead, he wasted all that writing on completely unrelated crap about nothing. So there's nothing to fuck about because your character didn't give a shit about the thing in the first place. Sure, it had some solid nerd moments.
They went out of business right after it was announced! It was a death sentence!
But in the words of the nerd,
does that one make it worth it? No, it doesn't.
After 16 minutes, it gets somewhat interesting. But he keeps referencing the gaming historian.
Not even the gaming historian found any clear proof that it ever got officially released.
Which makes me think, should I be watching his episode instead? Probably, as James has a way of slipping in clues about why these episodes shouldn't exist.
I had no business complaining about something that didn't even come out. I wasted my breath.
Finally, as if there wasn't enough incoherent padding about unrelated topics, we get this weird ending of E-celebs I don't care about having their deck enhancers explode.
You got it, dude.
Ultimately, if someone cut out all the Fluffle, we might have something pretty decent. Instead, we get a whole new nerdy turd. Anyway, I thought I was done with these F- tier episodes, but it turns out I still have at least one more putrid, shitty James to go. But before you go, I thought I'd share that I have my own free video game demo up now that you could try out if you'd like, and even shit on if you'd like as well. Until next time, you have my gratitude.